And as far as Gennady, I had a lot of people compare him to Mike Tyson. He's the Mike Tyson of our era. Do you kind of see it the same way, Abel? Knowing you know him better than anybody else.
No, I don't think so. I think Mike was a special fighter. Mike was a very special fighter, a guy with one thing in mind, and that's to decapitate you from the first second. I don't think Gennady's that type of fighter. He may have the same kind of power, but I think Gennady is more calculating. Gennady is going to go out and feel you out and see what your holes are and then exploit them. But as far as the knockout power, yeah, they're a lot the same, but two totally different kind of fighters.
I asked all these trainers. I asked Robert, and he said Triple G. Are you a fan of any fighters that aren't your fighters that you look at, you like to watch fight, that you're kind of a little bit a fan of?
I'm not going to say I'm a fan of fighters, but I like sometimes when fighters do the necessary to get themselves prepared. For instance, now that you mentioned Robert, Brandon Rios to me looked sensational in his last fight. I'm sad that Mike didn't show up, but Brandon did what was necessary to get ready for a fight. And that's what I like to see. I don't like to see a guy that has success and then all of a sudden it goes to his head and stops training and stops listening to the coach. But for that fight, it just seemed like Brandon was on cue. My God, everything he did was perfect. But it showed, the reason it showed that way is because I'm sure he put the work in the gym, which he had not been doing. I don't care what he says or anybody says. To me, he had not been preparing like he did for this fight.